Hello everybody, welcome to theCUBE. So much is going on. Here's our lineup. The old is new again at Twitter as the company announces its new CEO. Facebook is bringing its free internet to Africa, but there might be a cost. Amazon pulls out from its store their competitors. What are they afraid of? The app that lets you rate other people gets horrible ratings of its own. And we'll end the show with some jelly, so stick around. Let's do it. Just setting up my Twitter were the first words to be tweeted ever, and it was tweeted by Jack Dorsey almost 9 years ago. The 38-year-old co-founder, who was interim chief executive, has been reappointed as the permanent CEO by the company. The Twitter co-founder also maintains his role as the CEO of mobile payments company Square at the same time. Dorsey's appointment to his old position comes 3 months after Dick Costolos stepped down from the top job. The microblogging company has consistently disappointed investors and been plagued by management dysfunction and sluggish user growth. Before the CEO announcement, shares had dropped 27% just this year. Here's to better times, Twitter. Good luck. Now, Facebook is trying to spread free internet access to regions of Africa via satellite. On Monday, the popular social network announced a deal with French satellite operator Eutelsat Communication to get more people in Africa online. In reaching out to large areas in sub-Saharan Africa, which are beyond the range of fixed and mobile networks on the ground. The two companies said they will pursue their ambition to accelerate data connectivity for the many users deprived of the economic and social benefits of the internet. But what kind of internet will it be? Facebook already received a lot of criticism for its plans to provide free mobile internet in India for choosing only specific sites that users can surf free to, including Facebook partners. Here is Mark Zuckerberg explaining the project.
We believe that connectivity is a human right, and that connectivity can't just be a privilege for some of the rich and powerful. It needs to be something that everyone shares. So one of the main things that we've done is we started working with Airtel to launch free basic internet services in Zambia. And for the first time, hundreds of thousands of people started to get access to some basic services for health, education, jobs, communication. And we started to hear some pretty amazing stories.
I started with 200 chickens, and my current production is 1,000. And this is all because information is just at the fingertips.
The internet has so much information about what's going on in the world, what's new. Facebook, networking with people, meeting different people. You know, it's empowering.
When I went to Wikipedia and Google, it's like the whole world was unfolding before me.
So we've started working with operators in a few countries.
Amazon has a lot of power, and sometimes we can see how it can use it to kill competition. Amazon said on Friday it will stop selling Apple TV and Google Chromecast devices that compete with the online retail titan's own media streaming hardware. The reason given for the move was an intent to focus on devices that play well with Amazon Prime Video service, which the company has been ramping up with original shows and content partnerships. Chromecast and Apple TV are to be pulled from Amazon's virtual shelves, as well as those of third-party shops at the end of this month. The news comes shortly after Google and Apple unveiled improved versions of their devices for channeling digital movies, television shows, and more from the internet to television screens. So what's the deal? We'll talk about it in just a sec, but first let's see the best thing to come out of the Amazon Fire TV, this ad with Gary Busey.
If you're like me, you like talking to things. Like, hello, Lab.
Hello, Gary.
See? Hello, Pants.
Thank you, Fish, for being here.
But it's frustrating when things don't listen, especially high-tech things. Find Gary Busey. Find Gary Busey! But this new Amazon Fire TV listens to me and does exactly what I say. Gary Busey.
Yay! Amazon Fire TV!
Okay, now let's talk the heating and ugly competition on your TV screen with our very own Shai Ringer. Good evening.
Good evening.
So what is Amazon doing here, actually?
Trying to kill the competition. Apple TV and Chromecast are the biggest competition Amazon has over the streaming hardware systems, and they just decided to show how much power they have, and it's a lot of power because Chromecast itself is one of the biggest selling products on Amazon. Amazon decided to ditch Chromecast and give up the money in order to focus on their own.
But what usually happens in these sort of scenarios? I mean, do people sell less Chromecasts, or
they'll sell less Chromecast? It's a hit both for Apple and Google, who just introduced their new products, their improved products. Apple TV also was a big seller on Amazon, and Amazon is a retailer, and they're very good at retailing. And Apple has their own retailing community, but Google does not. So it will be a bigger hit to Google, but it will be a hit for Google, both Google and Apple, because Amazon is such a huge retailer these days, and a lot of people, especially when you talk about tech stuff, technology, hardware, they like to buy it on Amazon. They like to buy it over the internet.
And why did they do it? I mean, is it something companies do?
Not a lot of companies can do it. Amazon are a big giant, and they usually don't care what people say about them. The excuse they gave was kind of lame. They said that they don't want to make any confusion in users of Amazon Prime. You know, in the States, when you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get both shipments and the Amazon Prime movies and music. And because you don't have the app on the Chromecast and Apple TV, Amazon said that they don't want to make any confusion. People will buy Chromecast and discover they can't use their Amazon Prime on it. It's a bit of a lame excuse. And Amazon can give lame excuses because usually they don't think about publicity and they usually get away with it being just such a huge company that can do whatever they want.
But it's legal.
It's totally legal. There are precedents on it when you think about it. Google itself was investigated over promoting on their search ads from partners who paid money for them. It's also killing competition because Google actually tried to kill the competition on Amazon by not providing the first link to the product to an Amazon link. So it's a big battle between two big giants here, three. But it's for now it's legal. They might look it up.
Any response from Apple or Google yet?
Nothing. But the response will come. As I said, Google can retribute. Apple can retribute because they have their own retailing shop. So it's not going to end there. But the interesting thing here is how much ugliness does the streaming war comes out from these big companies.
I get it, make love, not war. Shai, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next story is a heartwarming story of finding the goodness in people, and an app called People with double E's. Ever since the Washington Post wrote a story about People, calling it the Yelp for people, the internet is abuzz. The app itself allows you to assign reviews of between 1 and 5 stars to your fellow human beings. It sounds deeply sinister, but that's only because it is. The app is in beta and hasn't launched, but its controversial purpose has landed it a lot of attention and even some investment. In a video uploaded to the People YouTube channel, the company's co-founder Julia Cordray essentially, well, congratulates herself on garnering so much media attention. Here is the video.
The Washington Post article was the very first American media that hit on, was that yesterday? Holy shit.
Spoken model Chrissy Teigen expressed her discontent, tweeting, "In an age where both truth and gossip on the internet can literally ruin lives, this People app is horrible and scary."
Hello, Julia speaking.
Julia, hey, it's Jen Susan from CNBC. I'm still available tomorrow.
I am available tomorrow. We'd have to book something. So just let me know what you're hopeful on and I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Okay.
So just let me know what you need and we'd be happy to make it work for you.
I love you, thank you.
And we love you.
I'm a previous Canadian. I lived in Toronto. I'm not Canadian, but I lived in Toronto, so I love Canada.
Awesome. Go Canada, hey? Or maybe blame Canada. Who knows? We'll see how this all goes. These are pretty common phone calls now. We've got ABC, CBC, BBC.
But then things changed, well, dramatically. Cordray started to get death threats from people all over the world. She removed her site on the web and yanked most of her videos from YouTube. She says she's gone viral and for all the wrong reasons. Her name has been smeared. So to calm things down, Cordray announced the app will be changed and ratings will need to be approved by the people being rated. We give the story 3.5 stars. To all Android users out there, happy Marshmallow Day! Google today issued the final release of Android Marshmallow, the newest version of its mobile operating system, after it was first unveiled back in May, and you can download it right now. Perhaps the biggest feature in Marshmallow is Google Now on Tap. It quickly gives you information from Google Search and shortcuts to relevant content in multiple apps based on what's on the device's screen. Android Marshmallow also features, also includes a promised 30% average increase in standby battery life and new privacy and permission controls that let users deny apps access to specific features. The slow-mo guys are back, and this time they made a really spectacular shot with just a jelly balloon and a tennis racket. Do not blink.
It'll be absolutely wonderful. Okay. Ready? Ready. Not bad on focus. Oh. Wicked. Oh man. They look like individual snakes. Yeah. That's like a quick way to make a bunch of gummy worms. Do you reckon that's how they do it in the factory? It's just someone stuck it. Gosh. Get a knackered, eh? Oh man. Goodness knows. So far, all we've done is replicate the picture we saw. Yeah.
Yep, Jell-O is pretty. Remember we talked about Andy George, the guy who made a sandwich from scratch? Well, he also tried to make a suit from scratch, and it only took him 10 months. Here's how he did it.
I feel like I picked a lot more than just this.
Okay, and that's it. This show is over. Thank you very much for watching. The Chew will be back tomorrow with a brand new show. Log on to our website. It's i24news.tv. All of our shows are there. Goodbye. I love you. See you soon.